Alright guys, got a new knife that I want to go over with you guys. This is just an overview, haven't used it enough to really give a review on how the knife performs, but wanted to let you guys take a look at it and compare it to some of the other fixed blades that I have that are pretty popular. This is the LT Wright Outback. It is a DLT Trading exclusive. You can only get it there. Micarta version is a little cheaper than the wood handles. Last I checked, they were all sold out of Micarta. You may want to check. Hopefully they'll get a restock in. I don't know how long the run's going to go, but it's CPM 3V. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't have any other offerings but CPM 3V. But you can get it, like I said, in wood handles or micarta. I opted for the black micarta. I really like the green, but they didn't have that in stock anymore, so I went ahead and got that. Just so you can kind of see it next to some other popular knives, size comparison wise. You got your SE Laser Strike right here. You see it's a little, LT Wright's a little smaller than your SE Laser Strike. Also your Tops Bob. Tops Bob's a really popular knife, and it is a little smaller than your Tops Bob, also a lot lighter. Both of these have Scandi grinds. Over here is just another bushcraft type knife that I have that I wanted to put out here. It's the Perseverance Survival. I got a review on that knife, or an overview, but this is an also limited run knife of only 300 that was made by Tops Knives for Perseverance Survival. 1095 blade steel in this, 1095, 1095. So you're definitely getting a way higher quality blade steel with CPM 3V, way better edge retention. 1095 is kind of a lower mid-range carbon steel. It has really good toughness, but like most carbon steels, horrible corrosion resistance, while most of them come coated. The grind isn't coated on your Tops Bob, but the rest of the knife is. Then also the edge retention, isn't that great with 1095. It'll do the job, but it's easy to sharpen, so that's why you see it on a lot of bushcraft style knives. CPM 3V, really good toughness, really good edge retention, a little bit better corrosion resistance, but it's still carbon steel, so you're going to have to still keep it oiled up and take care of it. But LT Wright, they make awesome knives. This is my first. Definitely won't be my last. I really want to get the next gen. It's a little bit smaller version of the Genesis. If you know LT Wright knives, they're all handmade knives. Not handmade like a custom, I would say. I don't know. If you watch Prepare Mind 101, he's got a tour of their factory and how they make their knives. So I guess not as much custom touches as a custom knife, but it's still handmade, hand ground. Handles are hand contoured, not cut out, CNC. Most companies will have a CNC machine cut out the handle, and then they may touch it up a little bit. But you do have two different grind options. It's the Scandi grind is the version that I got, and the other, sorry, had a phone issue, but I think I was talking about the grinds. You have a Scandi grind that you can get, or they have a flat grind. Not a full flat grind, I can't think of the terminology right now, but basically the same kind of grind you get on this SE Laser Strike, where it's a flat grind, a little flat up top. Depending on your preference, what you want, I opted for the Scandi grind. I have a lot of flat grind knives. The only Scandis I have are these two right here. So definitely a bushcraft style knife. It is really light for what it is. It's 8.2 ounces. I suspect that's without the sheath. 9-inch overall, you get a 4.3 inch blade. I don't know if I said the length, it's 0.13 inches. So not terribly thick. You compare it to your SE Laser Strike, definitely is quite a bit thicker. This also has the coating on it. It's going to make it look a little more. And same with your Tops Bob. Your Tops Bob and your SE is going to be the same thickness. But your Perseverance Survival is a hair thinner. And it's also got a higher grind. So this would be more of a finer task, carving, bushcraft type knife. This would be more of kind of an all-around knife. You know, you're not going to go batoning through nothing terribly big. You know, when it comes to batoning, your Laser Strike is let me get the cutting links. Is going to be able to go through a little bit more wood. You know, size wood. But now the fit and finish and the quality of LT Wright is awesome. Now I did have an issue that came. I don't know if it left the factory like this or if it I suspect it probably fell around through the shipping to DLT or shipping to my house. So you can see there's a chip in front of the sharpening notch, and then you got about an 1/8 inch chip right there. I did contact LT Wright, told them about it. I have the tools to fix it, but they said that they would fix it free of charge, and they would also reimburse me for the shipping. So I thought that was awesome. But yeah, it's just it's a really cool knife. I wanted to kind of compare it by some other pretty popular knives like the Bob and the Laser Strike, so you can kind of see a size comparison. The handles are extremely ergonomic. You know, they're pretty thick, but they're greatly contoured, and you know, a lot of times I'll like a finger choil on some of my fixed blades, especially when they're bigger, so I can still kind of choke up and get finer task work done. But on this, I don't mind it because so much of the blade is used with cutting edge that front notch puts you so close to the blade you don't really need one. You know, with your SE Laser Strike, it's nice to have, but when it comes to like your Tops Bob, you see how it kind of sets you back from that cutting edge. You know, you're not going to have as much control as you would with something like your LT Wright. Now, when it comes to bushcraft style knives, you don't want something too big. You know, when you get to, it's all on personal preference too, but when I think of doing notches and feather sticking, and you know, you might want to split some kindling and stuff like that, but a lot of bushcrafters will take an axe. I don't do bushcrafting, you know, I'd like to learn it, but it's not something that I have knowledge in. I'm not going to sit here and act like I do, but I do go camping a lot, and I do a lot of outdoor stuff like hunting and stuff, so you know, something like this, you'd be able to process a deer with it. It's not too terribly thick. It wouldn't be my ideal knife, but it would definitely work. You know, something like this Perseverance Survival to me would be even better because it's got a little bit more belly, and you know, it's just a hair bit thinner, but it's such a higher Scandi grind that it's not something that's real thick behind the edge. But you know, with any of these bigger fixed blades, even though the Outback's not a terribly big fixed blade at 4 inches, I would still, if I was using like one of these bottom three as my main camping blade, I would want to use something like the Spyderco Mule in a full flat grind for like food prep and finer task work. Another a cheap option that works great, especially with skinning animals and stuff like that, is the Old Timer Schrade Sharp Finger. Classic knife, very ergonomic for what it is, and it gets the job done. Now, you're not high-end blade steel with this. I can't remember the exact steel that Old Timer uses on that model, But like this Spyderco Mule, it's the S35 VN version. I did the handle job on this. It's also black micarta. Did an acid stone wash on it, but I'll go over this later. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, if you were interested, a little bit of a size comparison to see if it's something that you want to throw in the collection or something in the camp tools for camping, bushcrafting, outdoor stuff. But yeah, I think it's a great all-around knife. Really excited to use it. I am going to send it back to LT to get that notch fixed. Just for the price point, you know, I can do it myself, but for the price paid, I would like to just send it back to the professionals and have them do it the right way. But alright guys, hopefully here soon it warms up a little bit and I can get out and get some time off work and be able to get you guys some test footage of all these knives. Alright, until next time, I will talk to you guys later and have a good one.